Hello guys, hello everyone. So you welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Edward Amwako, and in today's video I'm going to walk you through on how to design a very simple and classic birthday flyer like what you see on your screen. And so if you like video like this, please don't forget to like and then invite somebody, share it to your friends, and then also don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification post in order for you to be notified anytime I drop a video like this. So without wasting my time, let's start. So first of all, we have to set our new document. Okay, so what you have to do is to go to file here. If you are already in Photoshop like this, I'm using Photoshop 2021, so you come to create new. Okay, and then whilst your new document setup pop up, because we are using it for social media, we will be designing in pixels. Okay, the height is also 1080, the width 1080, and resolution we are leaving it in 300. Then let's give it a name like B-Day. Okay, birthday, which is B-Day. All right, then we are leaving the color mode in RGB because it's digital. Okay, we are not printing it. And then any other thing is okay, so go ahead and create new. Very good. So I have activated my ruler. If in case you want to also do yours, go to view, okay, and then go to your rulers, or for the shortcut is Ctrl R. Okay, then you can set your rulers or your guide just to guide you through your design. Okay, good. Now we are not going to add any color to the background, we are going to leave it like that. So what you have to do is to create in our shape. Okay, the design is very simple, our shape, and I'm going to change the color to this particular color. Okay, good. I'm going to give you the color code, so let me give you the color code for this. Okay, good. So the color code is FF5700. FF5700. Okay, so this is going to be the color code, and then you position it at the middle. Okay, so once you see this line, blue or purple, so it means it is at the middle. Then the next thing is to bring in our image. Okay, so the image is set, so let's go to download, and then here is our image. You drag it and bring it onto Photoshop. Very simple. Once your image load, you come to your layer side. Okay, right click and rasterize it. The reason why we are rasterizing is that because we want to take off the background. Okay, so come to your property here, and then we are going to use Photoshop to remove the background. So come to remove background. Okay, all right, so once you click on it, within some few minutes Photoshop will remove the background neatly for us without any stress. Okay, very good, very good. So our background has been removed very neatly. So the next thing that we are going to do is to just enlarge our image like this. So we are going to get something like this, and then the next thing that I'm going to do is to just fade off this particular, the down one. All right, just fade off some parts. So what I will do is that I will select my image, go and select my brush tool or my eraser tool specifically. So we are using the eraser tool, which is the shortcut is E on the keyboard. So once you select, you see this plus because my caps lock is on, you turn it off. Then you can go and do your eraser settings. So come to this app here, we call it option bar. You can go ahead and set the size, but make sure the hardness is 0, and then you select the round soft brush or eraser. Okay, so then you can go ahead and then play along with the size. If I don't like the size, I can use my brackets here to open it. When I say bracket, I mean my bracket on the keyboard. Okay, then you go ahead and brush some parts off. Okay, just something like this, which is, I think, is okay for me. Okay, so I'm going to position it this way. Then what I'm going to do next is to bring in my, yes, something like this, just to set as guide. Okay, and then I'm going to just drag it up. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to just reduce the opacity of this particular shape. Okay, so select it at the layer side and reduce the opacity to 80. Okay, all right, beautiful. Then what next? I'll click on this image, then I'll go for my font or text tool, which is T on the keyboard. Then the birthday, we are setting the color. I pick the color from the attire. Okay, that is one thing as a designer you have to keep in mind. Okay, we are designing, so we pick the color from the dress that the person who is celebrating the birthday is wearing. So this is the color code 253156 253156. Once you put in the color code, here you go, then this is going to be your birthday. Okay, then we are setting the font size to 36, which is not bad. So we position it this way, bring it up. Then what we are going to do is to just duplicate this particular birthday. Okay, and this is going to be happy. Okay, now with the happy, we are not going to use the same font. We're going to pick this color of the shape that we just drawn, this one. Good. All right, then we are going to change this particular font. Okay, all right, I'm going to give you the font, don't worry, Autography. I'm going to give you a link, will be in the video description, to have access to all the resources except the image. All right, good. And then we reduce the font size to, I think 24 won't be bad. Okay, or possibly let's pick 30, which is, I think, is okay. Then I'm going to still duplicate this particular happy, Ctrl J to duplicate, and I'm going to change the font to Open Sans. Okay, Open Sans, and then I'm going to set the size to 6. This is because that is what is going to be the position of the person, which is my boss. Okay, so I'm going to write this. He's an executive, so he's an executive director. Okay, Center for Financial Literacy Education Africa. So I'm going to just align, so you can see that the text is aligned at the left. I want it to be at the middle. So what I'll do is that I'll press on Ctrl A, which means that I'm going to select, I've made a selection, then I'll select the middle here at the center. Okay, then I'm going to change from this regular to bold. Okay, so that it will be a little bold. I'm going to copy this same particular text. Okay, Ctrl J, then this is going to be his name, Peter God, and therefore this is going to be the color of the birthday. So we pick the same color. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to deepen this, so I'm going for extra bold. Okay, then I'm going to set, so one thing about design is that make sure your character is set. So if you are somebody who have been following me a lot, you could see that the character is always there. Okay, so I don't like the spacing between the so the Peter. So what I'll do is that I'll just come to my VA over here and set it to -50, which is absolutely beautiful. Then I'm setting this to 7 just to increase the size. Then I'll set this one to also 7, so to get something like this. That means let me set this one to 8. Okay, yes, so that yeah, then I'm going to select and select all the text together, Control, then you select all the text and align them. Okay, Control A, align everything at the middle. Okay, all right, let me push this up down a little bit. Yes, let me press it down a little bit, so something like this, which is not bad. Let me press this up, push this up. So I think this is okay for me. So the next thing that I'll do is down here I'm going to create this particular shape. So I'm going to copy this, Ctrl J, to copy this particular shape, bring it down, and this time I'm going to select the shape tool here and then play along with it. All right, I'm going to get something like this. I'm creating just this at the background, so this is okay. This is what I want to do. Let me bring it down a little bit so that I will have something like this. Absolutely beautiful. So let me press the image up a little bit. Okay, great. Then the next thing that I will be doing again is, you could see I brought the logo of Center for Financial Literacy. So if for instance you are designing for maybe a pastor, so you bring the name of the church and then the logo at your left. Okay, so something here. All right, so I'm not going to do that. All right, I just want to give you the concept of the whole design, okay, just to have a feel. Now you could see from this particular design that I did this particular these shapes. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You can go ahead and enlarge the image, okay, so that it will be a little big, you know, so something like this, which is absolutely beautiful for me. Okay, good. So what you have to do is just to click on the background, go and select your ellipse shape. Okay, so you right click on the shape, then you get ellipse tool. Okay, all right, so you can change the fill color by clicking on the fill, then you change the fill color to that of the orange, which I have given you the color code, which is FF7933, okay, which is the same as this particular color code. All right, good. So once you draw this, then we are going to give it a what we call the stroke. Okay, set the stroke to white. Okay, so if you can use this to change the color by clicking this, and then you change the color to white, then we are given a stroke of 5. all right, so yes, a stroke of 5, or yes, I think 5 is okay. All right, then we are going to duplicate this, Ctrl J to press it forward a little bit, something like this. Okay, no, Ctrl Z, let's bring it here. All right, so what you have to do is come and change the fill color, and we are picking this particular blue. All right, which I think is okay for my liking. So we are going to get something like this. Let's align everything, so something like this. Then let me resize it a little bit and bring it here. All right, so this is it. So you have something like this. So what I'm going to do is to do the same thing, close the spacing. All right, go and select -50, which is okay for me. Okay, yes, I like it this way. All right, so what I'm going to do is select the text, select this, and then I can select the image as well, select this particular shape and align everything at the center, which is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we can go ahead and position the image so that we're in the same size with that of the shape. So one more last thing, then we are done with our design. So as I said, here is going to be your logo. So let me write it here. So here is going to be the logo of the church. So if you have a logo, you put it here. All right, so that is what I've done, logo here. Okay, so that's it. If you don't have a logo of the church, then you leave it like that. So the next thing that I did over here, you could see from here that there is this particular image which looks like a transparent. All right, so what I did is that I'll go and select the background again. All right, go to where my images are and then drag it onto Photoshop directly. Okay, so something like this. So what I'm going to do is to remove the background. How do we do that? So come to the layer side, you right click, go to the rasterization. All right, once you finish rasterize, go to property. Okay, and then you go and click on remove background, and Photoshop will do the magic for you straight away. Okay, so that is it. So Photoshop has done it. So what I'm going to do next is that we are going to select our eraser tool again, and if you see this plus, it means your caps lock is on. Turn it off, then we can just brush it through. So you are going to get something like this. So what you have to do is to reduce the opacity. Okay, yes, so you can reduce it to something like 10 or 15. It depends on how you want it. So you are done. We are not going to stress yourself. You are going to add any effect to the design. We want a simple design. So one thing I always say on this channel is that we want simplicity. You don't need to stress yourself adding any other effect. So that is it. We are done with the design. Don't forget that a link will be in the video description. Yes, click on the link to have access to all the design resources, especially the fonts. I will leave it there, the link. So once you click there, you have access to download them. So please don't forget to like this video and then share, invite somebody. All right, so once you are done, what you have to do is to export your work. So you come to file here. So you are done. You have to save your work in JPEG. So come to file and go to export, and go to export as. Once you click on export as, you are going to get your export panel. Alright, so this is going to be your export. So you set it, the format, we need it in JPEG. Then I love quality work, so I'll set it to great. Then what I will do next is check the size, everything is okay, the scale, everything is good. Yes, I love any other thing over here, so I'll go ahead and go to export. And don't forget that we named it as BD, the BD. Okay, so let's save it onto desktop. So I have one already. Alright, so let's go and save it to desktop. So let's go back to desktop, and then we save the work as BD. So let's open it and have a look at it. Absolutely beautiful. So this is what you have. Okay, so happy birthday, Peter Kojo Asare-Nyarko. He is my boss, and then executive director, Center for Financial Literacy Education, Africa. So as I said, this is just a tutorial sake. This is just for a quick lesson for all of us. I believe you have learned something new. So please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, let me hear your comment if you need more videos like this, and don't forget to subscribe. Yes, subscribe to push the family up there. Let me see you in the next video. Bye.